This is a video about me fixing my Bosch dishwasher. Water wasn't draining from the base of it after it finished the cycle. Sort of watched all the other videos where, you know, they take all the filters out, they clean it, they look for obstructions. That didn't fix my problem. It turned out to be a faulty drain pump at the bottom, and you could tell when you figured out a way to run the pump, you could see the impellers, the little spinny things weren't spinning down at the base. So to replace the drain pump, you pretty much need to take the unit completely out. You're going to be turning it on its back and stuff like that, so you've got to disconnect all the pipes that go to it. There's the electrical supply, and there's two pipes, the water pipe for water going into the dishwasher, that's connected to like your mains water. Then there's your drain pipe, and that's just connected to like your sink drain. So you disconnect all those, pull your dishwasher out. There's some little legs on the front of it down here, which are a pain. Mine I sort of had to lower them. You can't see them, but they're about there. You can sort of show the screwdriver. This plate actually comes away. But yeah, it's a bit tricky to get it away. You've got to get your fingers under there. There's little clips that you push in. Anyway, you pull it out. Once you've got it out, you can take the top off. I'll show you another video on that, how to get the top off. Then you take what do I take off next? You can take off the front there, what I was just talking about. And then you take the sides off. And once the sides are off, you can kind of start undoing the base and pull it out a bit. Because yes, you're going to have to take the sides, the top, and finally the base off so you can get access to the drain pump. So yes, this video I've already fixed the problem and replaced the pump. So it's kind of in reverse. Yeah, the next thing I'll show you is with it all in pieces and replacing the pump. You can see there's a lug here, and this little cap on it. Let me just flick it back. So I'm going to make careful note of how these wires are. Looks like we've got the grey and red on the right, and the black and white on the purple and white on the left. These should just come off, hopefully. How many pliers for this? Didn't realise it at the time, but it's actually a little clip on those lugs. You press it down with just on there, and yeah, it comes out fairly easily. Good, yeah, there we go. I'll show you the clip closer. Just a little clip thing there. Just get them take the pump off, and yeah, I've already taken this off, but I'll show you what I did. I broke the bracket a little bit when I was doing it. Anyway, it just turns. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, it was just turning for me like that. And it just turned. Anyway, this is the thing I think was faulty. It wasn't spinning when I activated the pump before. Let's look it up. This is the old pump. It seems to be working now. When I press the red, push it up, it activates. This wasn't working before, so anyway, let's see if the new one works. New one. Yeah, I think this has got full mains going to it, so you do not want to touch the terminals when it's live like this. Anyway, it works, so it should all work when I put it back together. It's in. It's a little tricky to get on. Just had to, yeah, you'll figure it out. And yeah, don't forget to run the wires back through the little bracket there, just to keep them out of the way. Next step. I just noticed was this, so I was just putting the base back on, sort of all pushed up. I haven't done any screws up yet. And yeah, this little rod, it's actually part of, I think, like a float system there. So I think the idea is if this base fills with water, it activates the pump. Doesn't really make sense to me, but yeah, I can see that there's a little bit of styrofoam there. I knocked it down and I had to put it back in place. It's connected to this grey rod, and I guess when that floats up, it activates this. It's like the whole point of this thing. Anyway, yeah, it'd probably be a bit dangerous if that got didn't get put back that way. Alright, we'll continue. Reattached these bolts. That was the first thing. I've had to use this because I can't get a screwdriver in here because this is in the way. But yeah, maybe if you take the front off, then you can just use a standard Torx 20 screwdriver. To the back now. Yeah, the next bit is to put this base plate thing back. I didn't film how I took this out, so I've sort of had to work it out. But yeah, this little wiring harness, you can't quite see it, but yeah, just here, that's a little tab. These little plastic bits push out, and that goes on to here. So yeah, I guess that's important, so it keeps it out of the way. I can't film this, so I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. We just need to move it, the whole thing back into position. Watch, there's tabs there. Yeah, when I first put it in, that didn't go all the way. It needs to sit there, and then see, I'll let it drop. See, metal. Yeah, cool. So yeah, I've just had to re-screw these ones in. So yeah, most of the screws in this are the same. It's just one of these ones. Majority of them are that type, Torx 20. Now we're just going to have to put the little the door string, or the spring-loaded door. I had to just take that off. Actually, I might wait there. Just reattach the door pulley. Yeah, I'll try and do this one-handed. Yeah, you can see it goes on pretty good. On the other one already. Where are we? Yeah, just put this plastic molding cover over the top. I broke mine a little bit. Now we need to put this bit back in, which is just the front cover. It slides in. Actually, one of those bits seem to go on the outside. Front cover's back on. There's screws here that we need to do up. It takes a black screw. I've got a few of them. So yeah, this screw, black one. So Yeah, just around the back of the dishwasher now. Yep. You see that black screw there? That's the other part that needed to be put back in. On the side as well. Yep. I decided to do a little test run just before I put everything back on. So, and I discovered a problem. That problem was that the pump was running all the time. Like so, when we first turn this on, the pump should not turn on. It's not on. See the new impeller. See the new impeller there. So anyway, like I said, the float fell out, and I thought I put it back in, but it mustn't have been in right. What was happening was this little arm was just stuck. Yeah, here it go then when I lifted that. It was stuck in the upright position. That's because, I don't know, it's a very sensitive little thing down there. That little float was repositioned slightly to the point, or something in the, maybe this frame's closer together than what it was before for some reason. I mean, it's very tightly engineered. It's amazing how much thought's gone into these things. Anyway, I had to sort of take a bit of material out of that float to make it lower down. I think it should still work. It feels like the way it felt before. It's still pretty sensitive, like you don't have to lift it much for it to go on. Anyway, carry on. So unfortunately I wasn't able to film the last two bits, which is attaching the sides and the top to the dishwasher. All you need to do for the sides is position them into place. They sort of click in, and then there's two Torx bolts that you can see at the front. Like if you lower the door on the dishwasher, you'll see two Torx bolts, T20s, on either side. The small silver ones, just screw them in. And that's all you need to do for the sides. And then for the top of the dishwasher, and this is like the first component you take off when you're starting, but it's the last component you put on. You sort of sit it on top, slightly offset at the back, and then it slides into place. And it clicks in. So yeah, when you're taking that off, there's two little tabs at the back that you sort of push up, and then you can just slide it off the top. And that's the last step. Then you need to install the dishwasher back into place, and it should all work for you.